Hello, and welcome to UC San Diego's webinar for international parents and families. This webinar is intended for parents and families of incoming international freshmen to UC San Diego during the upcoming fall 2015 term. On behalf of UC San Diego's International Center and Parent and Family Programs Office, welcome and congratulations on your student's admission. This is an exciting time in your family's life, and we are so happy to be a part of it. We are here to assist you and your student throughout their stay in the United States. In addition, it is our mission to provide services and programs that enhance the quality of your student's experience and contribute to their academic success at UC San Diego. During this webinar, we hope to provide useful information. My name is Dulce Dorado, and I am the Director of the International Students and Programs Office. I am going to explain a lot of the important information that you and your student should know before arriving at UC San Diego. My colleague, Karina Vio, who is the Director of the Parent and Family Program Office, will provide additional information that you and your student should know to get started at UC San Diego. At the end of the webinar, Karina and I will respond to any questions that you might have. Today, we are going to talk about some important topics that relate to your students' arrival in San Diego and their studies at UC San Diego. We will cover the following topics. 1. An introduction to UC San Diego. 2. Review U.S. visa and passport information for you and your student. 3. Arriving in the USA and traveling to San Diego. 4. Short-term hotels and housing in the on-campus residence halls. 4. Money and financial matters. 5. Health requirements, health insurance, and safety at UC San Diego. Family Education Rights and Family Protection Act, or FERPA. Learn about campus resources for parents and families. Learn about the campus resources available to international students. And at the end, answer questions that you may have. But first, I'd like to explain the GoToWebinar control panel. If you'd like to submit a question, you may send it through the question box on the control panel. We will try to answer questions as they come in. We will also stay online for about 15 minutes after the completion of the webinar to answer any additional questions. If you want to follow this presentation, a PDF is available in the control panel. Under the Handout section, please look for the red PDF icon and click on that link, and you will then see a copy of this PowerPoint presentation. Throughout the webinar, I may ask you a few questions, and you will notice a hand symbol with a green arrow on your control panel. So let's practice. To raise your hand, please click on the hand symbol now. Again, if you can hear this presentation, please click on the hand symbol on the control panel. You can click it again to lower your hand. So click it once more. Okay, thank you. Now what we will do is show you the other aspect of the control panel. This is where you can ask questions. So on the control panel, you'll see a field box. It's a question box. In there, please enter the name of your home country in the question box. Great. So I see families are from Saudi Arabia, from Malaysia, China, India, Mexico. So great. So that's how you will be asking questions of us. So throughout the webinar, if you have questions, please enter them into the question box. Also during the webinar, we may ask additional questions. For example, we have a poll question for you. On your screen, you will see a question that states, are you the parent or family member of a UC San Diego student? Please select yes or no. Okay, great. So it looks like some of you are parent and family members, but others might be guardians or the actual students. So this is how you will then respond, and we can then show you the results of the poll. Okay, well, let's get started. Next, we are going to talk about general information about UC San Diego's student population. Last fall, 2014, there were 31,052 undergraduate and graduate students enrolled at UC San Diego. For this fall 2015, UC San Diego received more than 94,000 undergraduate applications to admit an enrollment class of an estimated 5,100 freshmen and 2,600 transfer students. That's tough competition. So your student represents the best and the brightest in the world. This admitted class comes from almost every state in the U.S. and over 90 different countries from around the world. This amazing geographic diversity brings a wide range of cultures, perspectives, experiences, and ideas, all of which contribute to the innovation and entrepreneurial spirit for which UC San Diego is widely recognized. It's why we're ranked first in the nation for positive impact on the United States, and why our graduates earn the fourth highest starting salaries among public universities in the United States. UC San Diego offers more than 100 undergraduate majors with social science, engineering, and biology as the top 3 most popular majors. Before your student arrives in the United States, I'm sure you'll have some questions about the passport and visa requirements for entering the U.S. To attend UC San Diego, international students must have an F1 or J1 status. Students may apply for an F1 or J1 visa at a U.S. embassy or consulate outside of the U.S. To apply for an F1 visa, students will need a Form I-20. The Form I-20 is on the left side of your screen. To apply for a J1 visa, students will need a DS-2019 form. Please reference the form on the right side of your screen. The I-20 or DS-2019 is issued by UC San Diego. If you have any questions, please visit our website or email ifreshman@ucsd.edu. If you have questions about the U.S. visa requirements, you can visit travel.state.gov, or if you have questions about U.S. Embassy information, you may visit usembassy.gov. Please reference the URLs or the websites listed on the screen. So this is what the I-20 and DS-2019 look like. When your student receives the corresponding form, please review it to make sure the details are correct, such as spelling of name, birth date, country of birth, and citizenship. If there are any issues, please contact us directly. Students should arrive at UC San Diego by the correct date. They are eligible to enter the U.S. up to 30 days before the program start date on the I-20 or DS 2019. For most international students or international freshmen, we will issue the document with a September 16th program start date, which is the first day of orientation. This means that students can enter the U.S. as early as August 18. However, if students arrive before orientation, please be aware that the students will be responsible for their own housing arrangements, such as staying at a hotel or staying with a host family. They will not be able to move in to the residence halls before September 16. Students will need to request their I-20 or DS 2019 via a system called I-Portal. This is an online system to apply for the I-20 for F1 visa or DS 2019 for J1 visa. Please select the link for the I-Portal on the My Application screen that all students have access to when they accept their admission to UC San Diego. When students enter the I-Portal, they will be asked a series of questions. It will take 15 to 20 minutes to complete the online application. In addition, students will need to upload a copy of their passport page and a copy of their financial support letter, such as a bank statement from their parents or a financial support letter. So please ask your students to prepare these documents ahead of time. Express mail fees are paid directly by the student or their family, so students will need to create an eShip Global account in order to pay for the express mail fees. Lastly, all students are encouraged to submit document requests no later than July 30 to allow enough time for processing and visa application at the U.S. Embassy in the home country. So if your student has not submitted their request for an I-20 or DS 2019, please make sure that your student submits that request no later than July 30. Next, we will review visa information for parents and families who are accompanying their students to UC San Diego. If you and additional family members will accompany your student to UC San Diego prior to the first day of class, you may need a visa to enter the U.S. Please check the U.S. visa requirements for your country at travel.state.gov/visa. There you will learn how to apply for a tourist visa to enter the U.S. and a list of countries who have visa waiver agreements with the United States. If you need to apply for a tourist visa, it may take 4 to 6 weeks, so please plan accordingly for your arrival. Next, we will discuss where to stay in San Diego and where your students will live. We highly recommend that students live in on-campus residence halls or apartments during their first year at UC San Diego. It's very convenient, a great way to make friends, learn about campus resources, and stay connected to the campus. By now, the deadlines for the on-campus housing option have passed for fall 2015. However, if your student still has questions or concerns, please refer them to the Housing and Dining website at hdh.ucsd.edu/housing. The UC San Diego Office of off-campus housing offers a variety of resources for students looking for a place to live, including information on the neighborhoods in the area, advice on renting in San Diego, and searchable listings of apartments or rooms for rent. For further information on off-campus housing, please contact their office at offcampushousing@ucsd.edu, or please visit their website at offcampushousing.ucsd.edu. The International Center also has housing resources. Please see the link on your screen. Here you can find short-term housing options such as homestay exchange programs or hotels in the local area. If you're accompanying your student before the first day of school, UC San Diego has partnered with Bartell Hotels to provide reduced hotel rates at some of the finest properties in San Diego. All 7 Bartell hotels are conveniently located and most offer courtesy airport transportation. The closest hotel to UC San Diego is the Sheraton La Jolla, which offers a free shuttle to the campus as well. So for more information and to make a reservation, you may call them directly or visit tritonfamilydestinations.com. Next, my colleague, Karina Vio, Director of Parent and Family Programs, will cover money and financial matters.
Hi, as you prepare for your student's arrival, here is more information that will be helpful for you. All tuition and payment information are available on your student's account on Triton Link at students.ucsd.edu under the Finance Tools. You can browse to find the topic that you are looking for example, the billing deadlines, or contact information to the cashier's office. Currently, you will have limited access to My Triton Link. You will have complete access late August. Right now, there may be some links that will not work when you click on them. Students should continue to utilize My Application to get the most up-to-date information through this summer until students are transferred to using My Triton Link in August. The tuition and fees for 2015-2016 are posted, and the fall 2015 fees are due on September 18th. Complete billing due date information is available at this website. In addition, you may view your student's bill, but your student must provide prior authorization. Ask your student to visit this website. Your student should select the link for Billing and Payments section in Triton Link under the Finance tab and log into the Authorize a Payer tool. Then you will receive an email notice to set up a username and password to access your student's billing information. Fees are due each quarter. There are various ways to pay your student's bill. First, pay in person at the UC San Diego cashier's office. Cash only is accepted at the cashier's office. 2. Mail a money order check, cashier's check, or traveler's check to UC San Diego. 3. Use e-check and pay bills electronically from a U.S. bank base account. You may need to convert your home country currency to US dollars prior to wiring funds to the US bank account. 4. You may register for the monthly payment called the Triton Registration Installment Plan, or TRIP. More information is available at the link provided. At this time, UC San Diego does not accept credit card payments. US-based banks representatives will be available at the Resource Fair during the International Student Welcome Program Week on Wednesday, September 23rd. At that time, your student can open a bank account. The physical and mental health of your student is very important to their success at UC San Diego. Here is some additional information regarding health and safety at UC San Diego. All admitted UC San Diego students must complete the tuberculosis screening questionnaire by July 30th. Additional information can be found under the Health and Wellness tab on your My Application checklist. If, after completing the TB screening questionnaire, students are screened positive for TB risk, they will be asked to submit the TB assessment form. Students will need to have their health care provider complete the form and send to UC San Diego Student Health Services by July 30th. For more information, please visit studenthealth.ucsd.edu. Health insurance is a very important component of keeping your students safe while studying at UC San Diego. Our student health insurance is called SHIP, which stands for Student Health Insurance Plan. There is a Student Health Services Center located on campus for routine doctor visits. To cover any possible medical costs incurred by students, UCSD health insurance is required and mandatory for all students. All students are automatically enrolled in the compulsory coverage, and premiums are included as part of the tuition and university fees. The Student Health Insurance Plan covers pre-approved medical and dental coverage in the U.S. In-country emergency services are also covered on a pre-approved basis. More information about the Student Health Insurance Plan and covered benefits can be found on the website link currently listed. UC San Diego is a relatively safe campus, and there are very few violent crime incidents. The most common issues are bike and computer theft. Therefore, all students are strongly encouraged to lock their bikes with a U-lock when not in use, and to never leave their computers and valuables unattended. The health and well-being of our students is very important to us. The campus has various student safety resources for our students. University Police Department, blue phones located around campus that students can activate in an emergency, late night shuttles, and a public bus system. Residential security officers patrol the residential areas to ensure safety and security. Community service officers are available to escort students from one building to another. Several students use this service late in the evening when, for example, they are studying in the library and need to get back to their residence hall. Being safe is a shared responsibility. Students should be aware of their surroundings, and if they have a concern, they should contact University Police. Emergency communications. Should there be a situation on campus that we want students, faculty, and staff to be aware of, the university will send out a Triton alert. Students can sign up to receive an emergency text message or email. Families can sign up to receive the same notification by going to blink.ucsd.edu, go emergency phone reg. In case of a high alert emergency, please check UC San Diego's homepage. Finally, we know students far from home can encounter homesickness, depression, and sometimes anxiety. CAPS stands for Counseling and Psychological Services and is a free resource with multiple locations on campus to serve students with challenges which range from stress and study anxiety to more deeper issues like depression and loneliness. Professional psychologists and counselors are available by appointment or walking basis, and some have foreign language ability to assist with some of our more represented international student populations. All interaction is kept completely private and confidential. Information is not shared with professors, departments, or even the International Center. Best of all, these services are offered free of charge. So we encourage students to utilize these services early and often before small issues become unmanageable and start to affect their studies. Earlier we mentioned the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA. In order to protect the privacy of students, educational records are considered confidential under a federal law called the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. According to FERPA and university policy, personal information including grades and financial information are considered private information available to the student only. FERPA provides students, including those under age 18, with two essential rights. The first, students have the right to privacy. In most cases, UC San Diego cannot share or discuss records with anyone, including family members, without the student's permission. This includes grades and tuition statements. Students have the responsibility to share important information like grades, tuition statements, attendance, transcripts with third parties such as parents who have a legitimate right to know. Second, students have the right to inspect records. Students have the right to inspect records about themselves that are maintained by the university. Students have the responsibility to pursue corrections and amendments if necessary. Parents are allowed to obtain certain information on their students' records in the following circumstances. First, when the student consents. Students must initiate the process through Triton Link, listing any parents or guardians who may have access to view and pay bills. The student is allowed to revoke their consent at any time. Second, in health or safety emergencies, the university may release relevant student records to parents. Third, when there has been an alcohol or drug violation, the university may notify parents of alcohol or drug violations by students under the age of 21. In general, FERPA indicates that students have the right to privacy, students have the right to inspect their records. In health or safety emergencies, the university may release relevant student records to parents. And when there has been an alcohol or drug violation, the university may notify parents of alcohol or drug violations by students under the age of 21. You are part of the Triton family now. Welcome. The Office of Parent and Family Programs at UC San Diego wants to be a partner with you to ensure your students' success at UC San Diego. We have various ways we communicate with you throughout the year. University Parent Guide, available for print under the publication link, Triton Talk, the newsletter, Parents Helpline, 858-534-7273, Parent and Family Programs email, parents@ucsd.edu. Email us with any questions. Triton Family Connection e-newsletter, email the first week of the month. And our website, parents.ucsd.edu. Check out our website to stay informed. We have another poll question for you. On your screen, you will see a question. Are you planning to attend the International Parent and Family Orientation September 21st? Please select yes or no. Okay, thank you for answering. It looks like we'll miss most of you, but for those of you who will be joining us, we're looking forward to meeting you. We also host events to invite families to campus. Orientation, as I mentioned, for international families, September 21st, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Family Weekend, October 16th and 18th through 18th. Online registration opens soon, August 3rd. Siblings Day, January 23rd, next year. Our motto is, when parents are informed, students benefit. Please let us know how we can help you and your students succeed at UC San Diego. In this last year, the UC San Diego International Students and Programs Office served nearly 5,200 international students at UC San Diego from more than 90 different countries. ISPO provides pre-arrival information and orientation for new international students, as well as advising services for you and your family. Students can come to us with any questions regarding their international student visa and status. In addition, we offer fun cross-cultural programs and activities for all students at UC San Diego. For more information, you may visit our website at istudents.ucsd.edu. We ask our students to mark it as one of their favorites and bookmark it on their computer. We have posted many documents that relate to your stay in San Diego. One can access request forms, information guides, tutorials, the International Student Handbook, and much more. Students may want to get familiar with our website and take some time to explore all the links on the homepage. iTriton, the new international student online training, launched July 1st this year for all new international students attending UC San Diego. iTriton online training is a 55-minute web-based module that gives international students the fundamental knowledge and tools to navigate their way through UC San Diego. iTriton does not take the place of any on-campus international orientation. Please make sure your student completes both requirements. Since this is not a live webcast webinar, students may proceed through the online training at their own pace. Students will be taken to the page where they last left off should they exit the module. The 55-minute digital orientation must be required by September 16 for all fall 2015 new students. Once your student has their U.S. visa, remember that they can arrive in the U.S. as much as 30 days before the start date on the I-20. The new freshman and new transfer international student orientation is Saturday, September 19th. Please be sure your student is here by then. This International Center orientation is mandatory and required of all students. The International Parent and Family Orientation is optional for parents or family members, but if you are here, we encourage you to attend. Also, don't confuse the International Student Orientation with other mandatory orientations. For undergraduate students, college orientations will be held September 17th and 18th as well. There will not be a college orientation for EAP exchange students. There will be a special mini session devoted to this group as an add-on to the international orientation schedule. For international graduate students, there is a general graduate division orientation scheduled for Wednesday, September 16th. Please ask your student to check with their own academic department as they may have orientations of their own around this time. The college orientations, graduate division orientations, departmental orientations, and the International Center orientation are different, and each one is mandatory and requires attendance. Please visit the college or departmental website to determine mandatory orientation dates. I will turn it back to Dulce to discuss some important reminders.
So thank you, Karina. Well, to summarize, here are important reminders. Students should, number one, start the Triton online training beginning July 1st. Number two, apply for the I-20 or DS 2019 by July 30th. 3, complete the tuberculosis screening questionnaire by July 31st. 4, complete the iTriton online training by September 16th. 5, pay fall 2015 fees by September 18th. 6, attend the mandatory International Center orientation on September 19th for freshmen and September 21st for graduate students. Attend mandatory college and department orientations in September as well. So please check those websites for appropriate orientation dates. On this screen, you'll see the International Center and the Parent and Family Program's contact information. Please save our contact information for future reference. If you can think of any other questions at a later time, you can email us directly. Also, please fill out the short survey at the end of this webinar. We will use your feedback when planning future webinars. Thank you for participating in this webinar for international parents and families. We hope this software was easy to use and that you found the information helpful and useful in preparing for your students' arrival at UC San Diego. We will now remain online for the next 15 minutes so we can answer any of your questions. You may also contact us directly if you have any questions, and we look forward to assisting you and your student in the future. Again, if you have any questions, you can contact the Parent and Family Programs Office by emailing parents@ucsd.edu or visiting their website at parents.ucsd.edu, or the International Center. Our email address is istudents@ucsd.edu, or our website is istudents.ucsd.edu. Thank you.